what advice would you give to someone who has a strong desire to learn and work in cybersecurity, but who has a really hard time taking exams? For perspective, I failed Security Plus and can't really financially afford to keep taking it. Is there a certification absolutely necessary to break into the field? So again, I know we said that, you know, your skills are your skills, but if you really need to take the exam and you're hard, you know, exam taking is hard for you. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I failed Security Plus and CISSP.
Yeah.
The first time.
So, I mean, from what I've heard about it, that sounds like the default. Like, I don't know too many people who are like blasted through the CISSP on their first try.
Right. It's like, how are you going to be in security and you can't even pass, you know, the basic security certifications? No, but it's going to depend on the role you're trying to go to. You got to look at the jobs that are out there. Security Plus, yeah, it's a great one to have because it's going to help you if you're in the government, because you have to have that. I think it's still DOD 8570 something.
Yep.
But if you're struggling with taking the test, find a study group, right? We host one. I have one tonight for Cloud Plus that I'm hosting because I'm going to take the Cloud Plus so that I can teach it at the University of Maryland. And it's really helpful just to go through questions and talk to other people and understand how to answer the questions. There's tons of free videos, there's tons of free apps, there's tons of groups. I think I see Security Plus study groups like every other week, and they're free, you know. Or you can just get a group of your friends that are also studying and say, hey, let's study this together. What am I doing wrong? How can I answer these better? Or how can I think about answering these questions in a different way to where I know that I know the material and I know how to eliminate the wrong answers. I mean, there's no real right or wrong way to study or prep for a test. It's going to be based on what works for you. But it's okay if you failed.
And I would also say that Infosec has a great boot camp program. And then they also have other resources that will help prepare you for passing the test. But to Mari's point, if you're having a challenge passing the test, it could be an issue of two things: test taking skills, or you have an anxiety in reading and processing the information that's being presented to you. Because I will tell you, I will overthink the question and just answer the question. I'm trying to, you know, go into the network topography and, okay, this is the switches, this is the router, this up, you know, what's the right, trying to problem solve as opposed to answering the question. So, you know, test taking. So don't be discouraged. Thomas Edison did it 1,000 times to now we have, you know, lights behind us. So if it's what you really, really want, you want it bad enough, just keep fighting for it.
Yeah, I'm way completely opposite. Like, look, well, no, I don't mean it, you know, facetiously. I have a problem taking tests, period. Like, I don't do well. I mean, I don't even know how I even got my SAT scores in the past. Like Mari, like, you know, my background is architecture, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, nothing to do with what I do. But the test taking, don't stress too much over it. And whenever you're in an interview or you're having a conversation, just be upfront. I have a hard time taking a test. I don't, just how I am. Because I've been seeing some portions of the people who are getting into the field. I'm not just talking about security, where they may have some sort of disability, or they may have some challenges that it's unable for them to study at home or work because they're having multiple jobs. So I think it's important, like utilizing Infosec you know, Infosec as a key to learn things is good, but don't get too hung up on it.
Yeah.
You have to eat, you have to, you know, it's life.
Yep. Yeah. So,
and
all right.
Be honest, real quick, be honest with yourself and with the folks you interview with. My current job, I told them straight up, I said, I'm not a script writer. But I still have the job because I was honest, and I did my best on the challenge that they gave me, and I reached out and I said, hey, this is where I'm at. this is where I'm struggling. And it was like, okay, what if you tried this? And it's like, okay. So just be honest. And if they don't like your honesty, that's not the company you want to work for anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
New episodes of the Cyberwork podcast are available every Monday at 1 p.m. Central. And don't forget to check out our hands-on training series, Cyberwork Applied. Each week, expert Infosec instructors teach you a new cybersecurity skill and show you how that skill applies to real-world scenarios. Go to infosecinstitute.com/learn to stay up to date on all things cyberwork.